You didn't have textures. Everything was basically Gorad
tank,
shaded.
gotta defeat Jaeger. Yaba the Storm.
And when
what
you
sort
look
of
at
storm are we talking about?
The Storm.
Keep going.
when you look at 3D platformers that came out around the time, like for example, Bubsy 3D, or even what was the other big one? Not Conkers, but
I believe. Yeah, well, I mean, at least on the N64, like one of the big comparisons that was made at the time was Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot is visually much busier. Crash himself as a character has good design philosophy around him, but the level design, it looks more impressive in screenshots, but in motion it's actually harder to keep track of what's going on.
Sure, that ended up being a fair bit after Mario 64, simply because they had development time to go back and make the trees 3D in Crash Bandicoot, precisely because one of the producers wanted to be able to say Crash has 3D trees, so therefore we look better than Super Mario.
Of course.
Yeah, but this is one of the things that I occasionally have an argument with people over, is that visual fidelity is not the same as good graphics.
True story.
Good design.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
It's like when people talk about lighting. Lighting can change anything about any kind of media, you know.
The point behind any graphical set is to get a point across in the most unambiguous way you can get something across. Now, sometimes ambiguity is the point. Something like Mad World is a good example. You know, I mean, the entire tone of Mad World is completely fucked up. So
Isn't that game with like the weird alien? It's like a platformer and has like all these aliens and shit going on.
No, Mad World is a beat 'em up. It's black and white with
I'm thinking of Odd World then.
Yes.
Yeah, you're thinking of Odd World, but like. Yeah, Mad World is a platinum game, and it's an amazing game, by the way. I love that. I love that game. Another thing they did right on that game was to get generally amazing musical artists to do the soundtrack as well.
Mad World's strength was entirely on its unusual visual design and the commentary.
Is it in like black and white, and it's got those announcers who are always like excited?
The announcers.
I've heard some talk of that.
One of them is Bender from Futurama, and he's basically
Greg Proops from whose line is it anyways?
Yeah, and particularly, yeah, they both rebound off each other absolutely gorgeously. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that there's nothing like hugely revolutionary about Mad World's graphical style, but it gets across not just you know, this is an enemy, this is a boss, but also the aesthetic that they were going for in the most simplistic and direct way possible.
From a design standpoint, you have to communicate your core game concepts. And one of the reasons why Mario 64 actually succeeded, despite its very simplified design, is that the core game concepts are communicated. Platforms, you know, terrain, enemies are all easy to see, easy to tell where they are, because, you know, everything has a round shadow directly underneath it. So you can tell when stuff's in the air more easily than you can with other 3D games. You can tell, you know, different terrain, slopes, all of that, because it's very simple.
And that's all you need for that.
Really don't need this shit, Riella.
I mean, if they tried to do the same kind of graphical density as you had in like Super Mario World, it would have completely failed because you lose that fidelity pretty much 10 feet out.
Not just that, you also lose your own sense of space. Like exactly the round shadow underneath where you are. That was something that Earthworm Jim completely neglected to do multiple years later, and it made the platforming sections a nightmare simply because you couldn't figure out where in the goddamn hell you were going to land.
And even then, like, one of the big criticisms of Mario 64 today is that it actually controls very poorly.
In terms of...
The controls of it are very, very slippery. This is something that
the early analog input. Yeah.
The early analog input was kind of there, but they hadn't figured out a way to make the controls responsive without being excessively tight.
Yeah, they
still
had
providing
dialed
some
Yeah, they haven't dialed in the analog dead zones and everything yet. Yeah, that's definitely a true story.
Like when I was doing La Milana with Agent, one of the things that came up, and then Jade would make fun of me for, is that La Milana has very tight controls.
Sure.
That it's 100% responsive, and once you commit to an action, you are stuck in that action. Compare it to something like Super Mario World, where Mario World has reasonably tight controls, but they're not Castlevania.
Jaeger isn't gonna know what's gonna hit him right here.
You have a
polish boost. Good night.
Well, he might still survive. He's got a tough tank.
To sort of take back what it is you've done and redo it, which means the controls are looser and more slippery. Mario 64 goes even further off to that, whereas pretty much everything you can do, you can kind of slip and slide around. And,
his tanks are also, what? Damn.
You know, you can dive
in.
Yeah, I am honestly surprised that Open Fire didn't leave two of those tanks.
That's because I don't have good weapons.
Ape Escape was one of the very first DualShock games, if I remember.
Oh, I like that game.
It was very slippery in that regard.
Yeah, that was almost part of the core gameplay, though. I mean, if you're talking about slippery in terms of like you do.
Yeah, that evade's really gonna help your tank.
Basically, like say, oh shit, and take back that action. Like that was part of the Ape Escape experience.
Right, but part of what having those sorts of loose controls means that you can correctly start an execution and then screw yourself out of it by panicking. Just say, like, if you have air control and you have a jump, you have a maximum jump distance based on, oh, I'm jumping forward and I'm holding to the right. And it's different if you're jumping forward and start pushing to the right a little bit less, or you don't jump at your maximum speed.
Sure.
Compared to something like Castlevania, where your actual range of inputs is very simplistic. You can jump up, you can jump left, you can jump right, and your jump never changes.
Or to put it in even greater relief, the Link's jumping from Ocarina of Time.
I love this. I love this, Robokai. This line right here. Everything about this is just indicative.
Which line is this?
So much Japanese games out there. Just like, I didn't actually lose. My tank didn't just get blown up. I'm actually the best.
I'm fine. I'm leaving now. You guys can fight.
Yeah, fuck you guys. I'm out of here. I'm taking my tank and going home.
It's very orky logic, actually. Orcs ain't never been beat because if we retreat, we can just come back for another go. See?
Another.
The orcs have never lost. We win, so we dies. Dying ain't losing.
Agreed.
And then Maximilian's just like, okay, apparently Maximilian doesn't give a shit that one of his top tank commanders just fucked off.
Well, he was being deployed anyway, so he was actually we ambushed him while he was preparing to move out. That's why they weren't at full strength. But Jaeger's like, well, you know what? I'm too good for this. I'm leaving. It's a great storyline right here.
And the entire thing with anime characters awkwardly referring to some sort of special weapon as that is just so jarring to me. I've seen it happen so many times.
Yeah, I wonder who that secret weapon is.
Yeah, you're not being coy anymore. Just stop.
Do you mean stop being coy about that?
I hate you.
Our base is under attack.
This is like the most apathetic response.
Ooh, Oswald the Strong.
Hello.
Is this... Didn't we have a different Oswald in VC1?
He has like all sorts of names because they changed. Like he was Oswald the Steel and they became Oswald the Iron.
Oh, that's right.
They change it every time you encounter them again because they keep coming back. Like Ty the Immortal.
Wasn't Oswald the metal?
Yeah, he was Silvaria's engineer.
Yeah, the cat that we played in the VC1 DLC. Right?
Oh, speaking of Oswald, I want everyone to see this picture. Oh shit! God damn it! It's got pushed down my list. Hold on.
Something tells
I showed
me
it. I showed it to
this.
Robokai. I knows what he saw.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Fucking push.
So
I found these. I found these on the Steam community for VC1. I'm linking them in the.
Something tells me I'm gonna hate this.
It's pretty.
Yup,
it's
I
just,
hate this.
No, wait. You gotta look at both of them. Imagine Alicia just shooting him and they just fuck off while laughing about it. Poor guy.
Yeah. I mean, the second one I kind of like.
It's like I said to Lud when he showed it to me. It's worth noting there's absolutely nobody, like no soldiers otherwise in the shot, because it was Alicia one-turning the game again. So she's fucking gone. She hit him on the way through. She's gone.
Whatever. You're just another corpse.
So
on
Rick,
the
you're
pile,
Landia.
boy.
She only stopped to shoot him because he didn't give her a gun.
Kurt, you're speaking too soon here. Come on.
Yeah, you're a little optimistic, but hey.
6 turns, so we gotta get somebody behind this gate here in this area. We gotta move.
It's like a bug.
Well,
that
I don't know.
intro there.
Excuse me. Okay, so probably should have equipped the APC part because there's nothing to really construct here, but we'll go through it anyway.
Let's just rock and ride.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm still a little bit sad that you can't just stomp a dude into the APC.
Well, I
really
need to put a
solve
part.
a lot
I need to
of
put a
problems.
part on that, and I totally blanked on it.
Oh, you can do that. You just don't have like the space
I didn't
for
put
it.
no. I didn't put the part on that lets me do it. If I was, this is the worker APC. It doesn't innately have the carry capacity, but the other APCs do. But they suck ass. So.
Okay, fair enough. As long as it's something that they talk about doing.
I can do it. I should have done it.
Null Vortex, you're gonna have to be more specific than that.
That was everybody.
Yeah, seriously. It's like saying, oh, that's the dude that got shot and everybody screamed yatta afterwards. Like, we could fill a graveyard with those cats.
Yeah, but basically to tell Olash, because I guess he wasn't here when it all went down, there's a DLC for Valkyria Chronicles where you play as Silvaria, the officer of the Empire that was in those cutscenes with Maximilian Jaeger. And
She's the large-breasted albino.
Yeah,
Of course.
and so and like it's told from the perspective of this guy named.
What's this
Oswald,
albino
who
nonsense
is,
you
like,
have?
brought in as a well, they've got
White
red
eyes
eyes.
and red
white
eyes.
hair, and
This
pale
is
skin.
not me being an asshole, dude.
Actually, it is.
No. Olesh tiebreaker me here. White hair, red eyes. Am I an asshole calling them albinos?
That's pretty much the defining feature of an albino, yes.
Fuck
Thank
you.
you.
Fuck you.
Albinism is a real condition.
I
that
know,
causes you
but
to have
still.
white skin, white hair, and well, more pink eyes, but I mean anime.
And let me tell you something. The absolute worst time it could ever happen is if you live in Africa, because there are still some people out there who thinks consuming you would raise your their sexual potency.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like I'm pretty sure someone makes up a new superstition every week as an excuse to like murder someone out there. Because I'm pretty sure during the last major World Cup when one of their teams was doing really well, everyone was like trying to kill these old vaults, like these like condor, vulture, whatever things that are like supremely endangered, because they apparently like if you ate their organs, there'd be good luck, and everyone wanted to like their team to win.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you please just stop trying to kill your wildlife for fucking football? Jesus Christ.
We did the Kansas City Royals had a couple of stupid superstitions like that show up when they were really gearing up for the World Series run. But fortunately, their stupid bullshit was mostly restricted to them thinking that barbecue gave them good luck. Like there's this one particular barbecue joint they all had barbecue sandwiches from. It's called Joe's Kansas City.
Can't just let an octopus decide for us?
Yeah, seriously. They were just like, oh man, we totally crushed it after we had those Z-Man sandwiches. So they just got it catered in like for the next 8 games.
Yes, I know how elevators work. Thank you.
It always amazes me just how, like, we were talking about people's superstitions about numbers and stuff, but is there anybody more superstitious than a sports person, really?
Fuck no. No, and particularly a baseball player, because like, I mean, are you? This is an honest question. I'm not trying to condescend you. Are you familiar with why exactly that like a baseball matchup is supposed to be like a series of 5 games?
Nope. Don't watch baseball.
Because a single baseball game, even if you put up like some of the best people on the planet up against some like bare rank amateurs, there's a good 15% chance that the rank amateurs are going to win. You know, because it's just the way that baseball goes. There's, you know, you get the rules, you get the motions, you have a great plateau in skill, and then it levels off really, really hard. So, you know, they do this because if you just played one game, well, it could go either way. Nobody really knows.
Come on, come on, come on! Yeah, here we go.
Well, it's also entirely possible in any sport.
Okay, can I make
this?
Just
gonna have an off day one time.
Right.
Shit.
And that's why you have your, you know, like in hockey, you have best of 7.
Yeah, and it's the same sort of thing. They don't do that in. Wow.
Well, that had a great ending to it, so fuck that.
The traitor is definitely being
sometimes, you know,
right here.
I don't remember.
Wow, dude.
Speed up is great.
That was pretty much how I expected it was going to go.
Yes, that's exactly what you should have been expecting. Okay, we'll do it right this time.
Particularly good use of the tank.
It's a truck.
It was not a particularly good use of anything.
That's a lot of.
Man, I did that like 3 years ago. What the fuck? I had 5 shots.
Oh my lord, that was funny.
Oh yeah, the button doesn't need to be pressed.
A rabbit girl doing nonsense.
Why do you keep saying it's a rabbit?
Because those look like bunny ears.
We go through this every single time.
Yes, actually.
Why must the pair of you fight over such an inane subject?
It's very important.
It's really not.
Uh-oh. Oh no!
Oh no?
Silk's portrait even looks creepy. Oh, hi, Silvaria.
That was a very odd line from her. Oh no, she's got the ultra gun!
She's got maximum pew-pews. Pulling up this full of courage.
Low poly waifu. Oh man, that sounds like a medical condition. Maybe Clarissa should look at that.
Many people suffer every year from low poly waifu syndrome.
Hey, don't take my shit.
P.S. Please donate.
Nope. You can help us find a cure. Oh my god.
Hey, I've got money to spare.
No, the enemy took our pet and our gerbs.
You just couldn't resist.
Why would I?
I mean, I would.
You always go for the low-hanging fruit.
Also testicles.
We're gonna take out Silvaria, by the way. I just have to get in the right position.
Is that optional?
No. I want to, so it's not optional. Get it?
We're gonna defeat her and then lose to her in the cutscene.
That's kind of how it's worked with the cat who leads Calamity Raven twice now. So
it's like, you defeated me. No, I've actually won. Jaeger's just like, oh no, we lost, but it doesn't matter. I'm leaving. Doesn't count.
Consult doctor if 4K waifu has lasted more than 4 hours.
I mean, you might need to just because most modern video cards will probably overheat at that point.
Oh shit.
Wow! Bullet in the back of the head still hurts low poly waifu.
Even if Layla goes down, I still want to get Silvaria looking away. Oh, she made it. Cool.
Strikes me that you should be able to.
Okay, here we go. See if this last bullet will do the trick.
Is there
Oh no! Oh well.
Is there an issue with Surge just taking a couple of shots? Is she actually going to return fire from that range?
That's that super gun. Remember it? It has like the best range of it.
Oh yeah, so she'll return fire regardless of whatever.
She also has
happens.
like infinite sight range. What the fuck? That was weird.
Surge getting owned. Almost, actually.
No, something else happened.
Oh, well, that's quite a thing. Did she heal in between CPs there?
Well, yeah, every infantry restores some health at the end of a turn.
At the end of a turn? Like, I thought a turn was when you hit end turn and not...
It's turn 5 right now. Look on the top left. After every turn, some people get some health back. That's all.
We run out of actiony pointies, but there wasn't too many people left to do movement.
Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention.
And so
it's time to win,
she's basically standing on a thing she can't move off of.
Sure. No, I wasn't paying very close
shit! I
attention.
forgot about that.
Realized you ran out of CP. That was basically my problem.
Truly, what ultimately felled Silvara in the end was the fact that she had more polygons and therefore could be defeated. Okay, also.
Damn it! I can't even get her in range to do it that time. See, this is why these railings are some bad shit, because you can't shoot over them and they're so damn high. Oh well.
Oh, that's really obnoxious for you.
Yeah.
Well,
Oswald's right there. We need to take him out too. He's the ace.
At least you had the. At least you had the foresight to not use open fire on that first move.
Well,
that
yeah, because
really
if she was a fencer, I could do it.
She'd been able to run the whole distance, right?
These tanks are really strong. I need some new weapons badly.
Oswald the Strong.
He is strong.
I would have had.
Wearing a fancy red uniform now.
He was always a red guy.
That if he had.
That's fancier now. Look at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's got like black piping and everything like that on it.
He just kind of exploded though, so our picture is a lot more relevant than it was.
Do you think he got given that armor like by the rest of everybody after they found out he went out and had like dinner with Silvaria? After they took the fortress.
I mean, the alternate is that Silvaria gave it to him, which I think is a little bit forward
It's just
for her,
better armor in VC3 traces, so they're easily identifiable. Plus, it all looks great, so that helps. They look badass.
Can you not run this into the ground? I don't know. Can you not?
Well, we've gone over this at least 3 times.
You just grabbed the control stick and just.
I'm just glad that I got Olish in on the dysfunction that we 3 have.
I'm pretty sure he knew exactly how dysfunctional we were before you reeled him into the train wreck.
That's pretty much.
Could this war really end? Oh, we're gonna kill Maximilian, guys.
We broke it through the fortress's defense line, but where's Maximus?
Yeah, we took out Salvaria. That's gotta count for something, right?
Oh my god, this guy honestly thinking he's going to get credit for it. Like, that's the entire point of the Nameless. They do something awesome, and a stuffed shirt superior officer gets all of the credit.
Wait, an enemy general came out to face us. Uh-oh.
This is the worst assassination attempt ever, by the way. This is like Ezio.
Yeah, we're all just patting our backs.
Altair level bad.
Which part of Altair exactly?
Like, in Assassin's Creed 1, Altair was objectively the worst assassin ever because he could not
do anything.
He also couldn't swim without alerting literally the entire town.
Yeah.
Turn on the sound.
Well, I mean, he got away with it.
Turn on the sound. Unmute the stream.
So did Bonnie and Clyde. Nobody ever pretended they had finesse.
Oh, it's time for him to go berserk, guys.
Sorry to burst your bubble there, Robokai. It's not yet. Not yet. That's chapter 18, actually.
ところで面白いやつがいたな。興味ない。私は出かけてくる。好きにしろ。
I don't care.
I'm a little disappointed, but that's okay.
Like I said, chapter 18. That's another halfway through the game.
I mean, the PTSD freeze was a pretty good moment.
Oh my god! Everyone's just like stopping. It's like, whew.
Well, what are you gonna do when you're up against an invincible demigoddess?
No, I think their response was the most
reasonable.
appropriate response.
Well, we did fail.
And that was a perfectly reasonable response given the situation.
You know, though, like, we could have just gone around.
Honestly, if we wanted to not get killed by it, we probably should have tried to put Maximilian on the opposite side of ourselves, because that way she would like not be able to shoot.
That's what she did in Chapter 7 of VC1. She would stick by the tank the whole time with him. I love little details like that in games. Like she wouldn't move anywhere else. She would just, like, all of her turn would be just to get next to the tank and guard it. Robokai. This is also a perfect.
I gotta kill
the candy.
Time to chomp down the jelly beans.
Fucking hell. Fucking cut.
Oh man, this is a 5 jelly bean problem, man.
Yeah,
gonna go to the source.
Like fucking Imka's like standing there with their hands on her head, screaming about her house being on fire, and he's just there going, "I must need more candy."
The worst stress eater.
Oh, meanwhile, no, we're.
I want to point something out about Clementia Forster here. You might, like, you know, we pick on anime hair all the time, but there's, like, I want to, like, this was specifically in the dossier of VC2, that her hair looks like a Christmas tree. That's what I'm saying, is because, like, every time it grows long, she just cuts at it with a scalpel nonchalantly. That's the very description of that.
Her hair does look like a mess, and that is a reasonable interpretation of why it looks like that.
It's a very
disinterested,
clever little bit of characterization. Like, she has a bit of the Professor Hojo's about it though.
Hojo? Oh
yeah,
my
from
God.
Final Fantasy VII. You know,
I only remember him when he was on the beach with all the girls.
He is such a glorious motherfucking piece of shit. Here, have these ancient relics. Just hold them. What happens? Oh look.
This is why you don't get candy from strangers, folks.
Well, this just happened. Just the frickin' lance and shield appear out of nowhere. Why not?
Well, they extend and, like, expand when a Valkyria holds them.
I know
Otherwise,
this is
they're just,
probably
like,
a bit of
little
a defensive
compact
thing to say,
devices.
but all I can say at this point is, lady, calm your tits.
Yeah, seriously.
Because they are misbehaving.
I was going to make that make an expand and.
Naren raises a very good point
on that one, actually.
Naren is raising a very, very good point right now.
Yeah, no, that would have been a really cool bit of information for the guys in VC1 to have.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna shoot someone on my own side because I'm that much of an asshole.
And then she's just gonna, this scientist lady is just gonna be like, yeah, I'm just gonna reveal to this chick that she has real ultimate power and then walk off.
Well, she just called her defective, so...
Yeah, she did, but... This point I'm a joke explainer again. I hate you.
Did you run out of beer? Too bad.
No, I haven't had any beer tonight. No, because I'm still stammering. Christ.
Fucking wartime scientists can't tell the difference between right or wrong.
Most scientists.
There is no right or wrong. There's just science.
Really
I don't like these. I can't do this with this kind of storytelling. It's like, I don't want this horrible power. I hate this so much. Why is that always the first response? I don't want this.
It's scary. It's people intrinsically do not like new things they don't understand very well, and when your body does something that you don't understand, like when it gets sick or something like that, and you don't know what you've got that you're sick with, you tend to general response is to really want it to be back to the way it was. So the thought that she has suddenly got this new strange power that she never understood, that's in her body and could kick in at any moment or whatever, and makes her far too different. Yeah, she's basically more scared of the fact that it will irrevocably change things for her and the relationship she has with the rest of her team and her friends. Considering one member of the team really fucking hates Valkyries.
Yeah, and I've got
probably a pretty good estimation.
I've got 4 words for you on that, Loon. Fear of the unknown.
I don't fear the unknown. I'm too powerful.
Yes, you do. It's an ape fear. It's intrinsic to your survival instinct.
Yeah.
Discord.
So I always enjoy getting to be the logical one that explains things.
Yeah, no, I'm
goes,
mind melding with you here.
Fuck, wrong guy understands it. God damn it.
Also, Naren has the joke that I was too highbrow to make, so whatever.
Wow.
Cough, please no.
Well, it doesn't. Never mind. I was gonna respond to Jay Saru, but that's not exactly the point. So let's find out what Ramsey has to say about our failure here. By the way, Olish, if you're still here, look at the bottles on the floor back there.
Ramsey's probably gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't succeed? Well, no vacation for you guys."
This is gonna be so good. Just listen or watch.
That was disappointing.
Fucking silly-eyed motherfucker.
Perhaps. Here we go.
Sure looks pretty hot, huh?
He's pretty certain that
I like that
there was a reason why it was assigned.
I like that Kurt is slowly getting used to this guy. He says something completely tactless and tasteless, and he's just like, yeah, whatever, man.
So you failed your mission? Ah, whatever. So, was she pretty hot? Wow, that's a mouthful.
Silver-haired, red-eyed fox. That's quite an epithet you've got there.
Look at me, how smug I am being behind the scenes of everybody else. I'm behind the scenes of the scenes behind the scenes.
How many scenes are we behind now?
Can you see the code? Are you the one? Or do you just see blonde, brunette, redhead?
Yeah, this is why he's keeping Silvaria's power a secret. Right there. That's just recapping VC1 for you. Oh my god. Please tell me they killed Claptrap. So, next time we play, I'm gonna get all the squad mate missions out of the way, and I'm gonna go off. I'm probably just gonna stream on my own, so if it doesn't take too long, I can just like upload them all, so I can get all the extra weapons from DLC stuff. That way, like, cause from chapter 11 onward, it's gonna get really rough, and I want those weapons by then. So.
Fair enough.
Well, you know, I don't mind.
There's also a lot of
we're
gonna get the squad mate missions out of the way next Tuesday.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Northern Repossession Operate. That is a mouthful.
It's a GNRO.
There's alphabet soup, and then there's that, my guy.
If the anagram is RONG, wrong. Repossession of Northern Ground. See, it still works. Wrong.
Imka's a bit of a mess.
Well, we did get the flashback showing that she wants to kill Salvaria.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Seems like no one's got together.
Spicy food lover. Likes cooking. Potential.
I like how Kurt's entire squad has broken apart in the last
By
chapter
entire
or so.
squad, you just mean Imka, Riella, and Gusurg, with all good reasons.
They are the heart and soul of his squad. They are not only the ones you use most in battle, they're the ones that get the most lines in cutscenes. So yes, I do mean exactly that.
Oh, you actually do pay attention. Way to give it away.
To some extent.
Yeah, look, everybody in
I
the
do
team's
remember that
like,
line.
hey, we know the other guys are dragging their knuckles, so here we are, the guys who have really, debilitating personality problems. We're gonna give you my ideas. And he's like, no, fuck off.
Of all the times for a raid.
Oh boy, it's Conclamatory Ravens. They're here on
It's actually a good chapter. I'm sure you had time for it, but I wanted to get through. This is like the halfway point, so I'm gonna go do all that DLC crap later. Get all my weapons. I should really wait until after 11 because that's when I get another thing, but it's whatever. I don't need it.
We'll move forward to help, but first we have to deal with
Clammy
the
Raven.
shithead team.
Clammy
seriously,
Raven.
Calamity Raven operating that deep behind enemy lines?
They operate everywhere. They're just everywhere. They know where we are all the time.
They're very good at what they do, and what they do is
piss us off.
Is cheat.
Yeah, they win even
Fuck
though
you.
we win.
Yeah, fuck you, Baltimore.
Kovua the Slim.
I mean,
hopefully everything will go well, said man shortly before everything goes well.
Heroic Kita.
Yeah. Young Heroes Roar. That's quite a name.
I'm just gonna buy all this stuff.
Yeah, might as well. Come on, young heroes.
Look at all this
show us
capitalism
your
right here.
roar.
And then your moves. Please show me your moves. I like how they never
gotta spend
even
money.
bother to update the models here.
What models? Oh, you mean on the guns?
Yeah, on the guns and
There's subtle things like the further you get along the line. Okay.
Spare parts experimental. What was that all about?
Wait, what?
You bought some spare parts experimental.
Oh, it's a tank part. It increases it gives you 50 more defense on your radiator. In place of, I know the constructor arm that lets me build things and get around
Sure,
much easier.
yeah, no, I was curious as to what that crap would do, so that was really what I was
Something
asking.
you'll never equip.
Yeah, I mean, because if it means sacrificing the constructor arm, then F that.
For most of the maps in the game, that's pretty much a vital piece of equipment.
I mean, you certainly haven't gone more than like 1 or 2 maps without using it. You have, however,
Look at this tank.
made a
Look at that little turret.
Oh, wait a minute. You haven't actually been using the combi turret, have you? I knew that there was one turret you slapped on there and you were just like, this owns because it has
does, but I need it upgraded first, which I'll get in another chapter.
Oh, okay.
But it's going to be the best. Here, I'll actually just show you like what that turret is real quick. Let me save again, just so I have this.
Gotta get it into its new state and then use it to bake. Just bake the enemy out.
Like an easy bake oven.
It's this
40
turret
watt
right
ball.
here. Hold on. This.
It's
So
easy.
this is.
We're gonna have an easy
Look at
bake.
the
This is
damage on
something
this thing right here. Like, it's incredible. 300 range, 56 and 113, high accuracy, basically point and click, and the flamethrower, which is great for everything because it destroys bunkers and turrets in one shot.
I really appreciate that it feels the need to mention that all of this stuff is looted.
Orky.
Yeah, I mean, it really makes this seem orky as hell, and I seriously approve. Alright.
So apparently you're an Ultramarine.
Yeah, in that universe anyway.
Yeah, I don't unlock that till the end of the game, but it's the best camo.
Of course it is. It's the best Space Marine chapter.
Yeah, call it camo. We'll go with that.
That's what it is. It's camouflage.
Yeah, it's how you hide yourself inside of a bunch of pompous assholes.
All right, that's it. I can't top that. I'm out.
Yep.
They're good.
Are you gonna go play Mech Warrior Online, Olish?
Probably. At least until eventually I get sick of it and try and talk Jade into playing Friday the 13th.
Maybe you should just do that. Maybe you should just do that right now, like Friday the 13th over Mech Warrior.
Eh, he's playing Mech Warrior right now. Once he starts something, he's very loath to change his mind.
I think we were just talking about humans being afraid of the unknown.
That was slightly different, but you gain points for drawing the what's the word I'm looking for? Equivalence.
My back.
Take good care of yourselves, everybody.
Thank you, Olish.